Hey Virgos, welcome to your January general reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. That was my dog. My name is Coco, and before we get started, this is a reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one private reading. If that is something you are interested in having, especially as we move into the new year, you can go down to the description box below and click the link to my website where you can book a private virtual reading with me. However, if you are not resonating with this reading and you feel like you're not connecting, that's perfectly okay and happens sometimes. Just leave this reading behind and do consider checking out the readings for your moon and rising zodiac signs. But if this reading does resonate for you and you do connect, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Any help at all is very much appreciated. Now we are going to get into the tarot in just a minute, but I have some pre-shuffled oracle cards here that I pulled for you. The energy that's coming into your life, kind of like the vibe, if you will, of January 2025 for you is number 26, Deep Freeze. January is going to be a chill month for you. If you've been seeing a lot of family for the holidays, January is going to be a real turn of events where you're kind of just hibernating. It feels like there is some things put on ice. Some things are put on hold. Things might not move very smoothly. In terms of like work or just like reaching goals, getting things done in January. It might be a bit of a month where you feel like you might have not like a loss of willpower, but your willpower does need a break. You're gonna take your time in January. It might feel like a slow start to the new year, and I feel like a slow start is a pretty good start to me, because that means that you'll get to be a bit more reflective and intentional, introspective with the resolutions that you make, with the things that you decide to do in 2025. You get to kind of slow down and really think them through. Okay, so that's coming through with that card. Now the energy you're being encouraged to embrace and embody yourself in the month is Morgan Le Fay, the rule breaker. So there might be some things that you are keeping on hold or not really doing in January because you might be constrained by certain norms or constrained by certain rules. I'm getting rules of your own that you kind of don't want to step out of their bounds, but they're rules of your own because they're rules that have been imposed socially upon you. Take that as it resonates. Like, for example, maybe you don't like to wear a certain type of clothing, even though you want to experiment with your clothing. You might not want to wear like a tight dress because you feel like you don't look good in tight dresses. Maybe society tells you your body type isn't good for tight dresses, but at the same time you're like, I kind of want to wear it. So I'm going to get this message for you. Morgan Le Fay deals with defying convention, sexual liberation, and personal agency. You may be feeling disempowered or overwhelmed by gender, society, or culture-based norms on what you quote-unquote should do. This card is a call to live up to your own standards. Make the first move. Morgan Le Fay calls on you to recognize your own wants, your own needs and desires, and then speak them confidently into existence through heart-centered, soul-aligned action. Ignore anyone who says you can't have what you want or do what you please. Woo! Love that. Morgan Le Fay is a big character in history because it says here she's a sorceress from the King Arthur legend who uses her seductive powers to enchant and beguile men. She's kind of a huge character in history of sexual liberation and sexual freedom of women, but of really just people, gender non-conforming people as well. It's about just really embracing what society kind of tells you to keep hush-hush and not really, let people know what you're doing. So you might feel like a bit conflicted about, should you do something, should you not? Okay, and it might come from external circumstances, external pressures, people who kind of put certain pressures on you, and therefore you kind of put pressures on yourself to deliver. for them. All right, let's get your tarot cards. We're going to see how you're being guided to show up. Again, we'll also see the nature of any challenges you might experience, how you can overcome those challenges. We'll see the part of your life that will flourish and grow in 2025. In honor of Capricorn season, we'll also look at how you can reach your goals the best in this month. And lastly, we'll see the outcome at the end of the month for you. Ooh, secretly flipped. That was quiet. Got the Justice card for how you're being guided to show up. Be truthful. I feel like this is a very Virgo card. Oh my God. I mean, it's Libra technically. So you might have some Libra in your chart, but really strongly coming through Virgo energy right now. Whew. Yeah. You're like showing up truthful, accountable, very responsible. You're trying to find a nice balance in life, and I feel like this Deep Freeze card has to do with you reevaluating things, rethinking things. Are they correct? Are they right for you? Are they right for your family? Showing up in a very truthful way, very much yourself. And there's swords here. Justice is holding a sword. Morgan Le Fay is holding swords. So you might be saying something, like saying a truth to a person, telling somebody something about yourself. Like telling somebody, hey, I'm going to do this. I don't really care what anybody says. This is my truth. I'm living it. 2025, baby, new year, new me. Okay, so that might be something you're doing. Now we'll see the nature of the challenges you may face in the month. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, trying to figure out which way you want to go. You might have some wishy-washy feelings about something, and that's why you're kind of putting a pause on things. There might be two kind of things that you're balancing. You might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and that's why you're slowing down. You might actually kind of like shut down because you are overwhelmed with things. But either way, you like have your eye on the prize. You're trying to figure out, though, where to best invest your energy. There are some people around you. I'm getting the sense that there are people around you trying to influence your decisions. They're not malicious. The people around you, it's like they're not maybe trying to influence your decisions, but they just naturally influence your decisions. You might have like a family. You might be the head of your family. And of course, when you make decisions, you have to consider them in those decisions that you make. All right? And because of that, it's making things a little bit more, not hectic, but you're just needing to like think things through a bit more than you would if maybe these people weren't influencing you. How can Virgos overcome these challenges in January 2025? How can they overcome these challenges in the month? Knight of Cups. Now, I'm going to pull one more card here. Okay. Yeah, that card wanted to come out. Five of Cups. I keep saying keep going. Okay, I will. Hierophant. You know what decisions are best for you. Okay, I'm just going to say it here. If you have to make a decision, if you have to like break a rule, if you have to try something new, you already know that you want to do it and that you will do it. It's more so about like tradition here that you kind of have a tough time reckoning with or breaking out of. There's like certain social restrictions here coming up in your reading. You might have people in your life who are very much like, oh no, you can't do that. And it's difficult for you because you want to do certain things, but at the same time, you don't want to let people down. This Knight of Cups is somebody else in your life. You could have help coming in the form of a friend, I'm getting a loved one, like a romantic partner. So like a wife or a husband or just a long-term partner. Um, this person's going to help you make a decision. They're on your side. There's somebody on your side here. All right, so if help comes in for you, please accept that help because it will help you make a decision. It will help you feel better about a certain situation. Let's see what part of your lives will grow. Beautiful. The star. Healing. Okay, instantly it's like you're reaching goals and you feel a lot more clear in 2025 about where you want to go. And this might be the crux of this whole situation. Like in January, you're just taking a step away to get clear about where you want to go with the year. The star does indicate Aquarius, so Pluto moving into Aquarius is a change in the world. And Pluto is going to be transitioning and dealing with that transition from November 2024, which of course already happened in the past, into, I want to say, like March of 2025, maybe even a bit later into April and June. So we're all going to be feeling like this kind of upheaval. Things are changing. Some part of your life is healing. I want to know what part of your life you're experiencing healing in, Virgo. I get the sense that your direction is being clarified. Yeah, I got the Four Swords. So there might be a health situation coming through is what is here with this card. A health situation that has made you in the past or currently is making you rethink your life choices, what you eat, how you exercise, how you treat your body. Okay, so that's the first thing coming through, and I feel like that part of your life will grow and flourish in 2025, so you'll experience like physical healing. There's also mental health healing here, and there's a lot of mental clarity. Okay, you're going to be very clear. There's not going to be this wishy-washiness all year. Okay, this is going to be resolved. Yeah, wow. It's like you're understanding where you want to go, where you want to end up. And you're learning also throughout the year how to take alone time, how to take breaks and rest, like radical rest, really actually resting, not like trying to do work while resting, like really getting proper sleep, proper rest, meditating, trying new like meditative techniques or seeking out different ways of like healing, emotional healing. So that's going to be kind of where you see growth in 2025, and I like that for you. Now let's see how you can best reach your goals in January. How can Virgos best reach their goals in January 2025? Thank you. Whoa. 10 of Cups. I just drew this card in the same exact position for Cancers, and I shuffled the deck, everything. That's really funny. The message is the same here. It's about making time for family, making time for friends, and finding a nice balance, all with work, all with, the post-holiday days, DAZE days, like kind of like the hangover, if you will, from the holidays. Quality time with the people that bring you joy, with your family, chosen family, of course, if, blood family is not in the picture. You reach your goals this month by relaxing. That's the sense of this card, by relaxing and having fun. And take it as it resonates. I mean, it's a very basic message, but I really think that, how often do we let ourselves radically rest and really take the time that we need? Really get the time that we need with family and friends. It's a very special time for you in January where you can experience like company, and that might be why you're putting things on hold. Maybe you're putting work on hold, or other things that you need to get done around the house on hold because you want to spend time with people. All right, let's see the outcome at the end of January for you Virgos. Page of Pentacles, nice. You might be getting some news about a job, about a home. Maybe you're getting a job offer, going on a trip, planning a trip. Okay, something along those lines. Tell me more about that, please. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles, please. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're getting clear on your finances at the end of the month. Getting clear on finances. You might be like recovering from the holidays financially. Ten of Wands, yeah. I'm clarifying this outcome at the end of January for you. Six of Swords. Yeah, there's some kind of new thing you're stepping into. Don't know what it is. Seems financial. It seems like it has to do with your material world. Could be health. Okay, because I've been getting a health undercurrent here too. So you might be like figuring out a health situation. It might feel a bit scary. It might feel a bit like kind of a lot, but it's slow moving. You know, maybe you're not getting as many doctor's appointments as you want in enough time. You know, it could feel like things are moving too slowly for you. Whatever progress you're making in January, it's going to be slow moving, and it might bother you because of it. What does it have to do with? What's the Page of Pentacles have to do with here? Three of Swords, okay. You might have to make a painful decision in the month of January. And of course, like we said, you know, regarding this Morgan Le Fay card, you're kind of being forced to step out of the bounds a bit. Step out of your comfort zone, or maybe step out of other people's comfort zones. And you're trying to show up just authentically you, truthful, transparent. This is what's going on. This is how I'm feeling. These are the decisions that I'm making. I can't really obsess over tradition and social boundaries anymore. It's just not what's best for me in this moment. However, I'm trying to be respectful of everybody here. And ultimately, you're making a decision at the end of the month. It's slow moving. You might feel like kind of frustrated with it. You might feel afraid that you made the wrong decision. Whatever decision you're making, you're going to calmer waters. Six of Swords here. I like to see that. It's a decision that leads you away from drama and chaos, away from clang, clang, clang of the mind, and into serenity, into peace, into a better place. There might have been some like fighting going on actually because of it, or there might be fighting in the month because of it. Not sure. Either way, you're doing you, and I'd like to see it, Virgo. So, okay, I hope this reading was helpful for you, Virgo. That's all I have for you today. And I will see you next time in the February general reading. I hope you have a lovely rest of your January.